Hi guys, Equalist Chick here. So before I get into my second video, which is going to be more about bullying and arguing, I would like to start by thanking everyone who unknowingly participated in my first video. I was collecting online comments and data from likes and the way that people reacted to it for information for my graduation project. So all of the nasty comments actually did help me, so I would just like to say thank you for everyone who watched my 8-minute long video in order to protest about it. So for this second video, I'm going to talk about online bullying. Now, before I start, I want to read a quote by one of my favorite authors. It goes like this: "Grown-ups and children are not readily encouraged to unearth the power of words. Adults are repeatedly assured that a picture is worth 1,000 of them, while the playground response to almost any verbal taunt is, 'Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.' I don't beg so much as to command to differ." Now, uploading a video to YouTube, I knew what I was getting into, and I was dressed in a very specific way for the goal that I was hoping to achieve. Now, I did get 2 nice comments, and both of them were from women, but obviously every single man who commented on the video, who, I can only assume watched the whole thing, which was a little over 8 minutes long, were all very nasty. Feminism in particular is an issue that people love to argue about. Everybody thinks they know all there is to know about it, and everybody thinks that they know all of the history that there is to be known about it. And it's definitely one of those issues where you're discussing it with your friends at a party and the guy in the corner walks over and just has to one-up you so he feels like he's the smartest guy in the room. Feminism isn't an issue that you can even attempt to know everything about. It's an ongoing, I don't know the word for it, it's an ongoing situation. Feminism isn't something that it's not like the Holocaust that happened and then we need to recover from it. It's something that's been ongoing since basically the beginning of time. So it's more just an understanding of what feminism is about and what I like to say equalism is about, and doing your part in order to achieve a brighter future. We don't have to rip off our shirts and angrily protest in the middle of the town to get our point across. It's more just a general understanding among the women and men in your life. Just like anything else, you need to be surrounded by people who have the same understanding in what you believe in as you do. So I would like to just kind of touch the surface on online bullying. So let me start by saying YouTube was a great place for me to go in order to get feedback. I did post the video on Facebook and the pages that I'm a part of, and I did get some feedback about it. Some of my friends supported what I said, some of my friends didn't. I basically do stand by everything that I said. However, I said it in a very practiced way. I had a face full of makeup, I had my boobs up to my chin, and I had a very ditzy kind of drawn-out attitude towards the whole thing. I knew what I was doing very well, and I knew what I was getting into. The reason I was doing it was research for a project. So my way of getting this information in an unbiased manner was posting it with the intention of people taking me seriously, like they thought that this was what I was actually trying to do, and then gathering the data without telling them that I was collecting it. So YouTube is a huge hotspot where people all over the country just go online when they're bored in order to hate. I guess this is something that's never going to be avoided. You go online to start drama. People are always so big and bad when they're not in somebody's face about it. So feminism is, like I said, an issue that people like to argue about, and YouTube is the breeding ground for arguments, along with other social medias like Facebook. I just want to say in this video, I'm going to try to keep it under 5 minutes, just a quick short one. We need to understand what words can do. I'm not going to get into a whole video about, suicides and self-harm and these mental disabilities caused by people bullying, but I do want to just touch upon the surface of people take what you say to them very seriously. You try to tell people to get a thick skin and, oh, well, you're asking for it if this is what you're doing and this is what you're posting a video on, you better expect to get the hate about it. I don't think that's necessarily right. I did post a video, and I did know what I was getting into by posting it, But I don't think that necessarily means, well, you're putting yourself out there to try to spread information, so you better expect what you're getting. I think that when it comes to online especially, if you don't like what somebody says, do not take it upon yourself to correct them unless they're a close friend of yours. I understand correcting a close friend because you don't want them to appear in a way that you don't think they're intending to, but I'm a complete stranger online, and I don't think it's any of your right to try to correct me and tell me that what I'm saying is wrong and what I'm doing is wrong just because I'm putting myself out there. I think that if you don't like what anyone on the internet has to say, you don't have to say anything at all to them. There's plenty of online videos that you can go and watch so you can be about your way. So thanks again for everyone who participated in my first video and listened to a little bit about what I had to say about online bullying. Thanks, guys.